In some rare cases, 8th house synastry can work, but the 8th house and the 12th house are not romantic houses. If you are already Plutonic, or you have Scorpio sun, moon or rising, you may be familiar with Plutonic energy. So when someone puts something in your 8th house, like the moon, their moon or Venus, it can feel, you can kind of handle it because you're used to it. But it doesn't mean it's romantic, even though it feels romantic. And I'm going to explain why the 8th house synastry can sometimes feel alluringly romantic and attractive and magnetic. 8th house contains your ancestral karma, trauma that is in your bloodline. It is that deep. The 8th house is kind of a bit of your wiring or genetic wiring in terms of what makes your nervous system feel either good or bad. Because your family are the ones who kind of installed your nervous system in a sense. So with that in mind, when someone puts a luminary, let's say like moon or Venus inside your 8th house, it can feel very familiar and or exposing. With that feeling of exposure and vulnerability, it feels similar to your childhood and the childhood wounding that is in your blood, in your ancestral bloodline. And so that person who puts those planets into your 8th house feels very attractive, simply because they're mirroring your nervous system. And this is why people, when they have 8th house synastry, and I'm not saying that all people that experience 8th house synastry don't have a romantic relationship. I'm saying that most of you who are searching about 8th house synastry have probably experienced it or going through it, and the chances are is that it's toxic. The 8th house, because it's Pluto's house, is all about transformation. So if the universe is, and it is, so intricately accurate, if someone comes along and puts the moon or Venus, sometimes the sun, inside your 8th house, it's because there is something about you that needs waking up and transforming. Yes, it is that serious. Yes, it is that deep. I'm not suggesting that this person isn't your soulmate. 9 times out of 10, when someone puts something in your 8th or your 12th house, it's going to feel like a soulmate connection, simply because that person is tapping into how you've been wired. They're mirroring your family dynamics and the ancestral trauma. Love is found in the 5th house, probably the 7th house, because it's an angle that is ruled by Venus, perhaps Taurus,